Hey, this looks like fun. Hey, that's a Watch out for that plane. Watch out for that plane. Watch out for that plane. Whoa! Just kidding. Oh, big side of the vehicle right there. Hey, you can get... Don't slow down. He was anticipating. Truck drivers are some pretty experienced drivers, dude. They got more miles than you. And more training, by the way. All right. Whoa! Oh, high side. That's what a high side looks like, everybody. So he's got an icon jacket, regular
After
jeans,
replacing
maybe
his
moto
shirt,
boots.
the rider didn't even manage to ride a mile away from his home.
Oh, man. That's a high side, everybody. That's a high side. So we're going to talk real quick about it. So just take a look at the ground. I know it's a little cut up a little bit. It's a different color. And we started sliding going into it. So a little bit of gravel, possibly, a little bit of dirt. But here, I want to look at one thing real quick. See the truck right there? So truck and intersection. So we were coming out of this spot right after the intersection. Let's go ahead and do some investigative thinking, everybody. Why would we gun it out of this spot right here that fast? I have a feeling it's because the light just turned green. That truck is coming, and we wanted to make it because it's big open area. I don't want to wait for this big long line that was stuck at the light, right, RJ Bass? So he guns it to get into the road, to get his spot. Okay, so I have a feeling that's what it is. That's why I do these assessments, because it doesn't make sense to me why we lost traction. It only makes sense to me if we lost traction because we either accelerated way too hard, we turned way too hard, there's gravel on the road, or we stopped too hard. That's really the only thing that can... Road surface hazards and stuff, that's the only thing that can cause you to lose traction, other than maybe your tire blew up and there's damage to the tires. So it's going to be a throttle control. Look at it. Look at that throttle hand. Accelerated hard. Rear tire lost traction. So somebody was asking about what causes a high side. So what happens here is we start to lose traction on that rear tire. So that rear tire is spinning. Now, if that tire doesn't have enough grip to grab the road and you give it more throttle, it's just going to now spin on top of the surface, which will make it to where you're like running on ice. So what's happening here is he accelerated super hard. That rear tire kept spinning because it never grabbed really. So now it's starting to slide out because we're in the middle of a turn. So it started to slide out. And then what happens is about right here, we're almost all the way sideways, and it's going to grab traction. It's going to grab it all of a sudden, and then it's going to plant itself in the ground, and you're going to fly over the top. So think of it as you're running super fast on a grassy field, and you plant both feet, and you start sliding on top of your feet, very low balance, right? Because you're like, oh, crap. And then all of a sudden, both feet catch dirt or some traction. They stick, and then you fall forward. So you're running. Let's do it. Let's do it like this. You're running, slide. You hit something, then you fall forward. That's a high side. So rear tire, sliding. Then it grabs traction. That's what's happening in a high side. And it's very dangerous because now you get all the forces slingshotted and transmitted into your body right here. So now all the force gets thrown with you. And that's why you put your hands out, because he's in the air. He's putting his hands out because he's in the air. And that's a natural human response. So you have gloves to, with some good protection, acquire and utilize personal protective equipment. It looks like he's got an Icon Air Flight, and he's got an Icon jacket. So he's going to have hand protection. He's going to have elbow protection with his jacket if he left the gear in. Shoulder protection. Now, he doesn't have hip protection because it looks like he has a normal pair of jeans. So hip protection is very important. Now he's on his back, so hopefully he has back protection. You have to buy the back protector. Those look like moto boots, so he's gonna have some ankle protection. But his knee and hip could easily gotten damaged. But overall, since it was a lower speed one, he should be fine. Now imagine doing that at 100 miles an hour, because that's what happens when you're out racing and doing some weird things.
After replacing his rear tire, the rider didn't even manage to ride a mile away from
And look, it's not a sport bike. Typically you see this on sport bikes. Not a sport bike.
home.
So you can't be blaming sport bike riders for only doing this. Alright, so we're riding around here, not using a rock form mount. Come on now, side of the vehicle, good. Oh, I was gonna say good braking, but it wasn't.
This biker
was
was
not.
very lucky that he managed to brake in time and to pass the driver, but as he admitted himself, he did press the rear brake too hard.
You did press the brake a little too hard. Yeah. But I use my rock form mount for this reason right here, for GPS. Hey, see, look at checking up on each other. Love it. Love seeing other motorcycle riders checking up on each other. Look at big group ride in that rear mirror. Big group ride. This guy's probably in the front, and he almost got taken out. So let's go watch this real quick. Yeah, Fo, you're not supposed to panic brake. So, like I said, I use this right here for this reason, for the GPS. This is Google Maps. I use the rock form mount. Use the link in the description. But look what he's doing right here. He's about to hit that horn. Or no, sorry, that's not the horn. That's the indicator. So he's going to indicate going to the left lane. So very good. I was about to talk crap, but I'm not Ben Steels. So he's going to switch over to the left lane. So he's doing a good job. There's that side of the vehicle. He's getting ready with his right hand. So he perceived, react. That's the moment to react. So now we have braking distance for total stopping distance. So that's our total stopping distance. Can we stop in that time? No. But do we have to stop in that time? No. What we need to do is we need to be able to slow down enough. Let's say like right here, this person's going to get out to here. And then if we had to, we find an escape path. That's what we have to do. We don't have to stop. And so that way we don't have to slam that front brake. So if you know you don't have to stop right now and you just need to slow down enough, what do you typically do with your right hand? If I tell you, just slow down, you're going to gently squeeze it. If I say you need to stop, you're going to smash it. So I want to tell you to slow it down enough for you to get in that swerve position, or enough for that vehicle to get out of the way. If they're not getting out of the way now, go ahead and stop. Slow it down, then 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 swerve. Slow it down, then swerve. If that's what you have to do. But if you just go stop, 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 good chance you're going to panic brake. Good chance it's going to dump the bike. Good chance you're not going to stop, because now you're going to be sliding. You need good traction to stop. So we see this? That rear tire lost complete traction, gained it again. Now, why did that rear tire gain traction? Lose traction and then gain it? It lost traction because what do we do in a panic as car drivers? Oh crap, there's a car. Boom, slams the front brake, or slams the brake pedal. That's what we do with our right foot, right? So when we're out on a motorcycle, oh crap, a car. Our right foot, boom, smashes down, right? So that is probably what happened. He lost traction on the rear tire because he locked it up, started to slide, and it gained traction again because he probably released it. So then it started spinning again. So then he got it again. So he got very lucky. So the thing that we teach in the MSF, or the thing that, I'm not part of the MSF anymore. I left that because I want to do this full time now. The thing is, what you need to do when you're going, and then you slam the rear brakes and it starts to slide, you release the rear brake so it catches, and then you can reapply it. So he did a good job here releasing it so he didn't continue to slide off. Very good. Part of being a smart rider is acquiring and utilizing personal protective equipment. So make sure you grab yourself a jacket just like this one from REVZILLA using the link in the description. It's an affiliate link. It helps me out. No extra cost to you. Plus, it lets REVZILLA know that the DDFM crew is pretty badass and they actually grab some gear. Anyways, click that link. I'll see you soon. Woo-wee, this looks like fun. Hey, that's a I think they knew what's happening. Mitigate the risks. You did good. All right, we're riding around incognito Gambino.
Unfortunately, overtaking the bike on the double yellow line was in tune with the driver, whose goal
Reminds
was
me of
to
Oregon.
over to the side of.
Oh, brake lights, brake lights. Whoa, 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 whoa. He is so lucky he's got a dual sport. Right, Kevin? Oh, yeah. So right here, we're riding around, having a good time. We're on a dual sport, probably going in and out of the woods and the mountains and everything, having a great time.
Situation when unfortunately overtaking the bike on the double yellow line was.
Right, Travis. Hey, Travis, welcome, baby.
Goal was to pull over to the side of the road.
Okay, I wanted to get to it. Moto Stars, relax. So why would this? Hey, that one guy. Welcome to the crew, baby. Whew. Lots of crew members today. Very good. Click that join button. So right now, what's happening is we're going to be overtaking on a double yellow. Obviously, not a good time to do it, but we choose to do it because we don't want to be behind this vehicle. Whatever your choice is, you have to accept the risks. And right now, we're getting pushed off the road because this vehicle wanted to get off into this area and stop. So you can't anticipate that. You kind of can a little bit when you see a big open area like this and these people are slowing down. They want to move over. But we got lucky. Maybe it's because it's a little bit of skill because we're used to dual sporting. We're used to being off-road, going from pavement to off-road to pavement. We're able to handle it. But he did a good job. He found an escape path. He got himself out of there. Luckily, didn't have any traction loss, probably because he has knobbies on his tires. But the thing is, we could totally prevent ourselves from being in this situation by not passing on this double yellow. The double yellow is there for a reason. And just imagine if this person did that and there was no shoulder right here, it would have been off the side. Very, very lucky. Very, very lucky. That guy, uncommon thing. Good job.
Have the best example of
that's more of a navigation of a threat.
Where the driver can be.
That would have been bad. So we're riding around here. Great space cushion, great everything. He's planning his ride. He's got a good position for safety, good line of sight. He's ready to adapt to any hazards he locates, and he's going to navigate to any threats that he locates. So very good right here. As soon as you see that uncommon thing in a common situation, you see that thing flying around right here. As soon as you see that, okay, what do we do here? Let's go ahead and make me smaller again. We start to swerve. We're getting ready for the horn just in case. He's like, nope, the horn's not going to do me any good. I think he downshifted, and then he starts to swerve and adapts a little bit to the left. Amazing job. Not much else to say other than get a rock form. But great job. Good space cushion.
Which wasn't secured by
located it and moved himself out of there. Very, 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 very good.
Too much of an obstruction, a driver emerges to test the biker's alert.
Rain problems, you got low visibility, it's very cold. They can't see well, you can't see well. Traction is very bad. Lots of different issues. If you don't have to, I wouldn't ride in the rain. There's just so many factors. Now, your tires are really good with traction. Your tires are really good traction with rain if you have good tread on your tires still. A lot of people don't check that. So you have to have good tread on your tires, and you have to be smoother on the braking, smoother on the acceleration. You just have lower traction than you would in the dry time. But then you also have possibility of hypothermia. You also have low vision. You also have slippery hands now, and you possibly slippery feet on your pegs. So it's not just, I got to worry about the traction on the road. It's like you're got to worry about a bunch of different factors. And that's where having the appropriate gear is important. Having waterproof gear, some Gore-Tex type stuff. So that'll keep you from getting hypothermia and then sloppy sliding. Good tread on your tires, but good tread on your shoes and your boots that you have. Maybe heated grips if it's super cold. There's all these different things you can do to mitigate some of these factors. Maybe getting a pin lock system for your visor so you can actually see it's not fogging up. There's lots of things you can do. I just choose to not do it. I'll drive a car in the rain. Don't feel like you have to ride in the rain if you don't want it. All right, here we go. So slow it down in this area. It's a nice little Harley.
Gently responding to the mistakes the other road users make.
Oh, he's got his backup lights. Honk, 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 honk. Honk, honk, honk. Good. Listen to Spotify in his Harley 883. So right here we got the brake lights. So this is why knowing what cars can do, what they typically look like when they do things, So right here, these are just brake lights. And this is also why I don't park right behind vehicles. And this is why I give a massive space cushion whenever I'm behind a vehicle.
Promotes some
So right here, we got brake lights, brake lights,
mistakes
brake
the
lights,
other
brake lights. There are right now the reverse lights. So now he's got reverse lights. You see the little lights right there? That means he's gonna come into you. So what can you do? Do we have reverse? No. You got little Flintstone feet to backpedal? Maybe. If you can reach the ground with both feet. I like to give myself a big space cushion just for stuff like this, or position myself in a way where I can just go ahead and accelerate and go left or right and not have to be right behind people. So
users make.
thankfully, he's able to use his horn, and that's why I was saying use your horn because that's all you got now. Now all we can do is trust that our horn will work. So you see how he's looking down for it? See, this whole time, it's like a panic. Take a look. He's looking at his controls. This is where you need to know where your controls are and practice your controls. He's looking at his controls like, what do I do? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I want to honk. I can't find the horn.
The other road users make.
You see that? We can't be doing that in a panic. I'm pretty sure he knew where his horn was, but it was in a panic. We couldn't find it. And that's because we're not putting ourselves into a training situation where we utilize that. The horn isn't going to be great for emergencies. Getting yourself out of situations with braking and swerving is what you need to practice. But maybe play around with your horn a little bit. Maybe play with your controls a little bit. Understand where your controls are. And for a new rider, this is going to be difficult. Guys, if you like this kind of stuff, we do this every Tuesday and Thursday on this channel at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time live. So make sure you check that out. But if you want to check out some other things like this video right here or this video right here, please do so. It supports the channel. Click that like button, by the way. Check into class. Anyways, I'll be seeing you around.